Let's move to 141 now, Tim.
Oh, it's our boy Finesilver up against Joey Ward. Ward had a tough outing against DeCamillo in the semifinals. And these two have probably met quite a few times by this point. Nice adjustment there by Joey Ward to get in on a single leg. Finesilver dives through. And again, if he can get higher than Finesilver, he's going to be in a much better situation. Wants to get weight back up on that ankle. That's going to put Finesilver in a much worse position. It's really difficult to see whose ankle's whose when they're wearing similar colored shoes and singlets.
Finesilver emerging onto his feet. He has control of Ward's left leg, tries to kind of catapult him over, but Ward stays with that motion. Finesilver's lost grip of the ankle. He slid that up into the crotch area now.
Ward's going to pull up on that elbow. He's going to want to put his right knee over Finesilver's head and drive to that side to see if he can create a little bit more pressure on Finesilver.
So that crossface by Ward and stalemate call with 1:30 to go in the first period. No score. A loaded weight class in the ACC at 141. 3 automatic spots. Joseph Ward's a 3-time NCAA qualifier. He's coming off his first All-American finish at Nationals last year. North Carolina had a quietly strong season leading into the NCAAs. They sent 7 to New York City. Ward had the most success of the 7. They kind of had a disappointing first day. Coleman Scott taking over this Tar Heel program. Coleman was a busy guy last year at this time with the trials and coaching the Tar Heels, and not just this tournament, but the NCAAs.
Nice little pass by there. Ward is always open for this attack. It's a matter of being able to keep his ankles free. We're just not seeing a lot of guys keep their ankles free. And when it comes to this, there is a technique to it. And I think that we saw for the first time there, as I said, that, of course, Ward was able to control it a little bit better than normal. You want to keep your ankles free. If you come and put a guy's head near your rear, you want to make sure he can't pull on your ankles. You got to keep it tight into the mat. Protect your ankles at all times.
Only 2.5 minutes into this first period, Ward gets the 2, and North Carolina with a 2-0 lead. Over Zach Finesilver, a pair of NCAA qualifiers from last year. And the first period will come to an end. Championship in this weight class is one you will not want to miss later tonight with Jack and DeCamillo. DeCamillo searching for his 4th ACC title. Look at the consolation side with Finesilver, Ward, Zanetta, and Virginia Tech's Kevin Nordstrom. And we hit the individual aspect of coming through the backside in the consolations, but there's also team points to be had as well, especially if you're NC State and Virginia Tech. Hokies in control in the team race. So we cross over the midway point of what is the busy Saturday here in Raleigh. 3-0 Ward with the lead. A quick escape. Snap down attempt by Finesilver. Ward backing away now. Finesilver.
Nice straight shot, yeah.
Right in on line. Has the leg. And he will try to get Ward control, but Ward's so elusive, able to fend off the attack. Nicely done there by Joey Ward.
Kind of landed really hard on his shoulder.
Yeah, it looked like he was stunned a little bit, didn't he? You could hear the Duke coaches saying, go right back in on the attack to Finesilver.
Yeah, it looks like something's bothering him a little bit.
Ward goes out of bounds. This will give him a few seconds to regroup a little bit. Coleman Scott up in that North Carolina corner. Yeah, I think you're right. I think that landing was awkward enough where it stunned Joey Ward. And
yeah, he landed on his shoulder, but he's feeling his chest. That's not good. That usually means one of the more popular injuries in wrestling is the labrum tear from landing on your shoulder, disconnecting from your bicep a little bit. Yeah, he looks a little bit.
It's that right
down.
shoulder.
Right.
Yep. And I saw the assistant kind of looking over at Coleman as well, indicating that as well. 3-0. Ward with the lead. We'll see if that shoulder is going to slow him down a little bit. Finesilver continues to launch attack after attack.
Good straight shots. I mean, he's so low that he's darting in as opposed to coming from like level 3 down to level 1 on his shots at an angle. He's already at level 1. He's shooting in on straight shots. Ward does not seem himself right now. But Coleman Scott just gave him the best piece of coaching advice ever. Shake it out. Throw some dirt on it.
Coach's favorite words, aren't they?
Shake it out. I mean, he's got a point. What are you going to do about it right now, huh? You're in the mix.
Third period underway. Both wrestlers on their feet. 3-0, the 3-seed Ward over the 4-seed Finesilver. Duke in North Carolina. Shot attempt again by Finesilver. What's he need to do to finish one of these? He's been in deep a couple of times.
Yeah, he just needs to keep finding that angle. He's doing a good job with his initial penetration, like his entries, but he's just not kind of finding the angle that he wants. He's going to get tied up here a little bit. We're kind of used to these two getting in this position, but we're not as used to Finesilver playing offense and Ward playing defense. Finesilver needs to pick that ankle and get it on his hip and try to pressure into Joey to break that crotch lift position.
Ward continues to look up at the official for the stalemate, gets the call. Minute 17 to go. Here in this third period, an injury timeout will be utilized by Joey Ward. And it is that arm, that shoulder that we noticed on that sequence late in the first period that seemed to stun him, seemed to slow him down a little bit. Now in the third, he says something's not quite right. So for the first time, the trainer's going to come out and look at it.
Yeah. She's been the trainer at UNC for... She predated me.
So she's young.
She's young.
You guys are young.
She's a young but very experienced... I mean, there's nothing you can do about it right now. I don't think tape's going to do anything.
Ward, who took third at last year's ACC championships, went 23-6. He was the only Tar Heel not to lose on opening day last year at the NCAA championships. As we take another look, and we think this is where the right arm got hyperextended, landed awkwardly.
I think he might have had the... Yeah, the way he landed, his elbow was completely out. Kind of looks like it pulled on his chest a little bit. It's a tough landing. If I'm Finesilver, I'm coming out guns blazing. Don't have a lot of options. Minute 15 to go, down by 2 takedowns.
And just as expected, Finesilver attacks the stall on Ward for backing up. First time that Ward has been hit with a stalling call. Riding time not a factor.
Good high crotches. Got to get his arm across. Finish that double leg solid. Looks for a roll through. You know, Joey's going to be okay to hang on here. He feels really comfortable in all of these funky situations.
Ward nearly got caught on his shoulders. Finesilver trying to free up that leg. If he does, he might have the two, but he cannot. And Ward continues to fend off trouble. One aggressive move after another. Straight line double attempted by Finesilver. Smothered by Ward. 30 seconds to go, third period. And a stalemate called with 23 seconds to go here.
The way it basically
period
works is this: if you are constantly on attack against a guy like Joey Ward and you're constantly getting pushed in this grinder, you have to finish high and you have to finish fast. You can't allow this the jiu-jitsu part of this to come through. You need to finish double legs. You need to finish them high, or if you pull a single, you have to pull it to your feet. You can't finish on the mat.
They tag Ward with another stall call, so that's a point for Finesilver. All of a sudden, a takedown forces sudden victory. 10 seconds. See if Finesilver can finally crack an opening. He reaches down low, but there's Ward into that defensive mechanism with that bad shoulder. He's going to hang on and win this bout. Gut check time for Joey Ward.
Yeah, it's a good win for Ward. I mean, Finesilver's a tough competitor, and you saw that injury was certainly legit.
They raised the left arm and not the right arm of Ward in victory. So we'll see how he progresses moving forward in a weight class that has 3 automatic berths. At 141, Ward into the consolation finals with a 3-1 win.
Yeah, and this is we're seeing a replay of a lot of these Ward being able to come out on top on that series of